Okay, so I've been doing some studying and I've been figuring out like about our house in the past, my mom's house, and when it was built, and if we had a pool or not when it was built, because I know we used to have a pool over there, but we took it out a couple months ago, so now we have dirt there and all that stuff. But I was thinking about like I was doing studying to see like where, if there was sprinklers under there, or if there was, or how our sprinkler system was designed when our house was built. And I was doing some study and I got some predictions on how it'd be. Now, this is the way our sprinkler system is currently. And we have the 7th zone right here, which is added and is not connected to our original sprinkler timer. It's connected to a valve over there with secondary water. And I wanted to do this here because our cat Spooky's sleeping on my jacket. Huh, he's so cute. So here is the map of how it is now, right? So, I have been doing sprinkler system tours or whatever, or sprinkler system zone tours. I did 2 of them at my mom's and 2 of them at my dad's new house. And this is my mom's, and there's obviously our front yard. I'll use the pencil to point with. Here is the sidewalk, and these are rocks I forgot to label. This is all rocks, and then this driveway, sidewalk, the lawn right here, garden, house, garden, sidewalk. This is where all the bushes are, and this is like a little garden where all the perennials are, and then this is all the dirt, and then the little tomatoes is where they were, and all this stuff, which is like over there, the little area that leads it downstairs, and then this is the patio where I'm sitting at right now. I'm like sitting right there, and then there's the shed, which is right there, and then the back garden, all this grass, where the pool used to be, and then all this is like dirt and wood chips, and there's that little shed over there, right here. There's a shed right here, which I forgot to label that too. There's like dirt all the way around here, and then the shed here, which is the garden shed, and the patio, and then where the swings used to be, but they're not, they're over there now. But anyways, I wanted to draw this and show it to you guys. So this is the way it is now, right? We have zone 1, 2 MaxiPaws here, 1 here connected to a little pop-up spring that way, and the pop-up here with 2 is back here, which is in that garden. So this one, and 3 over here, pop-up and MaxiPaw over there. Zone 4 MaxiPaw, 2 pop-ups. This one used to be capped, but it's not. 5 of these 2 MaxiPaws, and then pop-up, which is over there, and then 6. This one, and there used to be a pop-up under the shed, but it's capped, and there's this one. And that was when it was designed, it was a pop-up. Before we capped it, it was a MaxiPaw to get more coverage, and this was a pop-up. But then we capped it, and we have just this one, which is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like right there. You see that little black thing. So yep, there it is, and then 7 added one, these 2, rotor and MaxiPaw, way back there. And you can see the little MaxiPaw right by the shed is sticking up. And then the rotor right there. So, what I wanted to do was show you a prediction of how it was when it was made and how it was when we moved in. So, this is when we moved in. Let me go to when it was made. Oh, and I'm also going to show you how it was, or how it will be, how we want it to be, because we got a lot of editing to do to our yard. We're going to add like a little patio in front of the shed, and we're going to make half of that dirt into the fence patio also, and driveway, and put our motorhome, which is parked in the driveway over there. We're going to park it there and put half of the other half to grass. So, here it is. This is the way it is now. Or not the way it is now, the way it was, I think, when it was designed without the pool. And then here it is. So basically, the way our sprinkler system is now, it's sorry, not that one, this one. The way our sprinkler system is now is it's rewired, and it's been rewired. I can't remember why, but we rewired it, and then we made it go here, then here, then here, then here, 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 and here. And the way it was before, it was the zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5, and zone 6. And this wasn't here yet. And this is kind of how it was. If it wasn't rewired when it was designed, it was like this still. So what I think it was is we had MaxiPaws here because it was designed with MaxiPaws, but when we moved in, they returned the rotors. I turned them back to MaxiPaws except for that one back there because we don't have enough pressure. But we have these two MaxiPaws. And when we moved in, the one right here was the only MaxiPaw left. It wasn't a rotary yet, so that's what's crazy. But the rest were in pop-ups. So zone 1, we had 2 pop-ups here, and this one's kind of the same. We just had 2 pop-ups, and then two MaxiPaws here. And then zone 2, which was over here, we had a pop-up here, here, and here. And the pool is all this area. And so there's a pop-up here, here, and here. In zone 3, instead of like where here and here, it was like this. And that's what zone 5 is right now. It used to be pop-ups when we moved in, and I'll show you that in a second. So here's zone 3. Zone 4, pop-up here, MaxiPaw here to get all this area. Zone 5, MaxiPaw here, pop-up here to get all this. I guess they didn't want it spraying behind here. So there's MaxiPaw, pop-up. Zone 6 was pop-up here, and pop-up here. So zone 6, zone 3, and zone 2 are the same kind of design with 3 pop-ups. Zone 5 and zone 4 are the same with 1 pop-up and 1 MaxiPaw. And zone 1 was kind of its own 2 pop-ups and 2 MaxiPaws. And then when we moved in, we had it like this. So I drew that. This is how it was when we moved in. Zone 1 was the same, except these 2 were rotors. So yeah, these 2 were rotors. These 2 were pop-ups. And zone 2 was different. The pool was here, so we didn't have one here, here, and here. We had one here, pop-up here, and then rotor here. And then zone 3, instead of one here, here, and here, we had 3 pop-ups like this. Kind of like that. And it's still the same place now, except these 2 are MaxiPaws and that one's a pop-up. And that's all zone 5. And here was zone 3, and then 4 took out this one, and they had this here. And so this was zone 4. It was a rotor. In zone 5, this one, which was the only MaxiPaw in there, which is the same exact MaxiPaw right there. I haven't replaced it yet. I haven't needed to. So it's the same one. So this one, and then this pop-up, which was under there. And then before the shed came, it was a MaxiPaw to get more coverage, because this was a pop-up and this area was dying. So there's zone 4, zone 5, pop-up, MaxiPaw, and then zone 6, these 2 pop-ups. But this one was capped for some reason. I guess because this was dirt and they didn't have anything in these gardens. But when we moved in, we didn't know it was capped. We thought there was nothing there. And then this year, early in the spring, we figured out that it was capped. So we tried to add a drip system, and that didn't work. So we added a pop-up, and we just put it back to a pop-up. And it's the way it is now, which is, this is all zone 4. And the way we want it to be, so I made a design of how we're going to try to make it. So this is the way it is now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What we're gonna do is, first of all, at my dad's house, he has a 12-zone beehive timer, right? So he has a beehive timer, just like my mom's, that you can control from your phone. But when my mom got one, she got a 6-zone timer, and we only had 6 zones at the time, and that's why we can't make zone 7 part of this timer. Also, we don't have enough valves. At my dad's house, he has a 12-zone timer because he just went straight. He just bought a 12-zone timer when he could have bought a 6-zone timer, but he only has 4 zones total, and he bought a 12-zone. I'm like, well, maybe if we can figure out a way to add another valve at my mom's house, and once we do, I want to be able to get zone 7 connected to the timer. So because we only have a 6-zone timer, I'd have to give that, we'd be able to switch timers. Hopefully my dad will give us the 12-zone timer. We can give him the 6-zone timer. So they're both the same timer that do the same things. It's just my dad's has 12 zones and my mom's holds 6 zones. And so because my dad has only 4 zones in use, I can give him the 6-zone timer. So they'll be able to work out right. And then my mom will have the 12-zone timer, and we'll switch. So because my mom will have the 12-zone timer, we can make our zone 7 added to it. So we will have 7 zones connected to that timer out of 12. Anyways, so the way we want it to be, well, first off, we have the sidewalk and the patio, and this sidewalk and the driveway. We want to be able to make the driveway, like I said, go all the way to this area where the shed is. We're going to keep that shed, this patio, and we're going to get rid of this one and make patio go all the way up to here. And the way the pool used to be, it used to be like this. It was like half of the pool was in this and half the pool was here. So because it's all gone now and it's all dirt, and this is all dirt too, we want to make this go to, we want to make the patio go from here to here, and then turn this all to grass. So we'll have more room between here and here instead of just here and here. And then we'll have this garden. And then for the shed, this sprinkler right here is right here at the moment. And we want to be able to make it here. Hold on, Haley. My sister wants me to get her a water bottle. I can't at the moment. She's in the neighbor's yard playing. So we were thinking about getting, because this shed, the way it is, we don't have a patio here, but we want to be able to add a patio all the way up to here. Not here to where the sprinkler's at, but right here. Hold on, Haley. I'm doing a video. So my sister needs a water bottle. But we have the way we want to do this is, once we do get it set up like this, hopefully we will, and then I'll probably rewire the sprinkler zones back to normal. And I'll show you that in a little bit. That's what those dots are for. But with the way it is, we want it to be, let's see, zone 1, we'll just turn them all to maxi pause. One here, this one will be the same, this one will be the same. We want to put the pop-up here and put it right here. And then the maxi pause here, we'll put it right here. And we might add a pop-up in here to get this area, but I don't know for sure. I doubt it. So this will get all here, and we'll have one here, because this area dies all the time, because there's just these, and we never had one here. So this will get all that, and this will get all that. And so it'll work out well. And then for zone 2, which is the one out here, I'm thinking about adding a couple, but moving that one here, right here, to get all this area. And then adding other 2, one here to get all this, spray 90 degrees. Then one here to spray 360 in a circle to get all this area. The reason why I'm making, actually never mind, these would be all zone 2, so we'd get a whole good old coverage. So this would get all the way up to here, this would get here, and this would get all here in a circle. The reason why I didn't add for zone 7 pop-ups over here is because this one's going to spray in a circle, and then these 2 are here, and this one's not really going to, it's going to get all here, but it's not going to really be as close, you know what I mean? So, alright, the way zone 3 is, we have a pop-up here, spraying a circle, and a maxi pop here where the pool was, getting all this. I'm thinking about making this all pop-up, so putting one here to a pop-up, then putting the maxi pop here to a pop-up, spraying half, and then add 2 more, one here and here, because we don't need this maxi pops for this area, so these would be 4 pop-ups in zone 3, and it'll get all this area, and then this area will be covered. In zone 4, I think in this one that was right here, we'll move it here in this corner so we don't have to make it spray in the neighbor's yard. Even though they don't mind, it's still, sometimes it depends, because they could be mowing, and if they're mowing and the sprinklers are on, it wouldn't be good. So here's where zone 4 we'd have a maxi pop here, get all this area, and then we'll actually at the pop-up here, we'll put it here and make it a maxi pop, and we'll get all this. And then the pop-up here, move it here, we'll move it here to the front yard, and we'll make it a maxi pop, so we'll get all of this too. And then this will kind of be a different zone, and you'll see in a second, you can probably see already. So this will be covered by zone 4 also. So we don't, because this, if I just had this for zone 1, this area would probably die a little bit, so that's why I wanted to add another one here for zone 4 to get all of this. And then zone 1 would get all this. So yep, zone 5, we have 2 sprinkler here, pop-up here, maxi pop here, and a maxi pop here at the moment. I'm thinking about moving this one here as a maxi pop still, making it get all this, and then maybe moving this one right here to here, making it get all this, and then moving the pop-up here in this corner so it can get all this. And then, so this will get covered. Zone 6 would be this one, so we're thinking about adding this all the pop-ups, making this one a pop-up, making it get all this area, putting one here to get this area, and putting 2 here in this garden. And then for zone 7, that one we added, we want to be able to get the pop-up all the way here. So we have 2 here at the moment. We'll add a pop-up right here, 1 right here, 1 in the middle here, and then 1 right over here. So that'll be working good. And then, so because this one, we have like a little garden here, and this one will be able to get all this. This will be able to get this. So that'll work out. And then that's how it would be, and it would work out really good. So that's how I'd like it to be. Now I'll show you how I would rewire it once it is like that. Zone 1 would be good as is, so we'll leave zone 1 the same. Thinking about making zone 4 zone 2. So we'll have like zone 1, zone 2, and then making zone 7 zone 3. So these will be zone 3 right here. Making zone 2 zone 4. So this will all be 4. And that's why they have blue dots. Zone 5 will stay the same. Zone 3 will become zone 6. And then zone 6 will be zone 7. So this will be the last one. And then this will be the second last. And this will basically we do like this. And that'll work out well. So that's how I would do it for my mom's house. And then for my dad's house, I mean, like, we don't have any plans for that. My dad's new house, I got 2 maps with it. I showed you this one before. This is the way it is. I had this map when we were doing the sprinkler system tour or whatever for my dad's new house. And this is the way they are with the 4 zones. The ones here, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, and zone 4. With the way it was designed, I don't know if I showed you this one or not, but I mean, like, we did have 19 sprinklers for zone 1 and zone 2, and then zone 3 was the same, except this one was like moved here and the patio was all like here, and this one was here now. And zone 4 was the same, except there's one here. But yeah, the way this one was, we had 2 pop-ups here, and all the pop-ups over here, and all these here, and then one here and one here. And what I like about this is because they went like this. Same as zone 2, it did that. And then the rest is like all over here, in the front yard, and then in the road strip. And zone 3, they're pretty much the same, except this one is here now because the patio goes like that. So zone 3, these all maxi pods, the 4 maxi pods, getting all the backyard. And then zone 4, these ones in the front yard, the 11 sprinklers here. So the thing that's cool about this is that the way they designed the pop-ups now, this one's a little bit off because of the way the paper is. This is actually right here, and then this is more like right here. It's hard to scale exactly. In real life, this is more like here, and so it goes like this. And then there's the ones here by the street. So this one's not necessarily in the middle. It lines up with these ones, but there's like this one, right, these 3 right here. So 2 by the road. Then there's these like there's what I like about this is because it goes like this, because they don't want it in the garden. They go like this, so they want outside the garden, then outside this garden, then in through here, kind of like that. With this one here, they go through here. Same with this side, because this one's over here, they had to push these ones out this garden too, so it works out perfectly. So these ones are scaled right, and then these ones are scaled just like these, so they're working out perfectly. And so they go like this. So they're exactly like, let's see if I can do a good example. Kind of like that, and then they line up over here. And then for zone 2 and zone 4, they're both connected in the same kind of pattern design. Because the way our patio is, our porch, it curves like this. So they did that with the sprinklers too. They did it like this. And around there. So that's what's cool. The reason why I was so confused is because zone 4, when I saw it, because this was all zone 4, and it wouldn't go straight like this. It wouldn't be a straight row. This one was like way far out from this one. And these 2 matched up, and these 2 matched up, and so did these 2. But this one was like far out. So it went all the way like this. And that's what was weird. The reason why is because the patio curves, so they lined them up to curve exactly like that. So yeah. And then they did it like that. So they all match up really well. I mean, like, they didn't have one here in this garden, which they should have, but they didn't. So that's what's crazy. And then with our neighbor's house over there, they got a sprinkler system too, and I got a map of theirs also. They have a really good sprinkler system. This is the way it is now, but they had one before too. And so this is the way they are. They have zone 1. They have 4 zones also, but they had 5 originally. So the way they are now, they have zone 1, 7 pop-ups out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not 7. 7 right here. And so they'd all get all this area, because this was rocks, but it wasn't rocks before. It was grass. And this is all driveway and stuff, and porch and house. Backyard, patio, and the backyard grass, and the garden shed, trees, and all this stuff. And this is their fence, but the fence is just like that. It's not like an actual fence like that, so the sprinklers could spray through. So that is kind of cool. So anyways, what it is they have zone 1 here, 7 pop-ups here, 2 here, so 8, 9, and then a rotor here that gets all this. And it's different. It doesn't work out as well because of all this, but you'll see the way it was designed and how better it was. They just had to move sprinklers around when they added all this. Zone 2, 3 rotors here, and same with their sprinkler system. They said that they originally designed with MaxiPaws, but they're changing them all rotors, and the only one they haven't gotten to one yet is this one. This one's still a MaxiPaw. But anyways, Zone 2 rotors, 3, this one, and then this one. Zone 3 is these two. One right here gets all this area, which is the MaxiPaw. This rotor right here, which gets all this. They don't have one here, which is weird, and I think that because the way our fence is designed, I think they did that because with our sprinkler system, when it was designed, let me find it, we had pop-ups here, which kind of sprayed into their yard, and so our pop-ups here sprayed into their yard, so they got this area covered already, but we didn't have a pop-up here or here, and so that's why they added them there. So that's kind of weird. They shouldn't have done that because not everybody wants people's sprinklers spraying into their yard. So there's Zone 3, and then Zone 4 was these rotors, which got all this. And like I said, the fence wasn't like that, so it could spray through the fence, so that got their front yard too. And this one was in the front yard, spraying into the back. So that's how it is. But the way it was designed is, they had, Zone 1 was MaxiPaws, okay? They had 3 here, because this wasn't all rocks or wood chips, it was grass. So they had Zone 1 here, these 3. And then Zone 2 was the same, these 3 MaxiPaws, which got all this area. Zone 3, I think there was a MaxiPaw here that got all this. One here, and then one here. So those two were the same, but they added one here, got all that. Zone 4, there's this one here, the MaxiPaw, this one that got all that, and then I think they had one here too that got all this, and so it matched up good. And then Zone 5, before this was all driveway and patio, they had pop-ups here. They had one here, 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 and here, which got all this, and then all this. And so they have all that, and then so the reason why is like this area gets covered, and this area gets covered, and all that stuff, so it works out really well. That's how it used to be, that's how it was designed, and that's how it is now. But that's about it. That's all the designs I have right here at the moment. I mean, like, I do have more, but I can show you more some other time. It's just these are the ones I wanted to talk about. And I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll keep you updated.